Hi friends, Miss K here. So in math today, we are going to rewind just a little bit. So last week in our Zoom classes and in some of our seesaw activities, we started working on story problems where we compared two groups or we compared two things. So we tried to figure out how many more or how many fewer. And we've been doing these kinds of problems all year, but we've mostly been doing them during our morning meeting time, during our calendar time when we're talking about our lunch choices. But we haven't had a morning meeting in a really long time because we've been out of school for a little while. So I wanted us to rewind just to refresh our brains to talk a little bit more about data. What is data? Information. Good job. So we want to talk a little bit about data, how we organize data to help us understand it better, and graphs. So graphing is one way that we can organize data, how we can organize our information. And so today in math, I have some information that we need to organize. And then we are going to be asking questions about the data, asking questions about the information, just like we do during morning meeting. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, so this weekend, I went to a drive-through birthday party for one of my students from last year. And it was super duper fun because we're not all together right now. I got to drive by in my car and I got to decorate my car to help celebrate this friend's birthday. But while I was there, I saw lots of cool party things. I saw some balloons. I saw some party hats. And I saw some presents. And so I put all of those things that I saw up here on this chart paper. But does it look very organized? Is it easy to see how many of each thing I saw? No, because it's all over the place. So, do you have an idea for how I can organize my balloons and hats and presents that I saw at this party this weekend? What are your ideas? That's an interesting thought. Okay. Okay, so after reading some of your minds from Durham, I hear some of you saying that I can turn this into a graph. So I can break them into groups. So I know that I have 3 groups, right? I have balloons, party hats, and I have presents. Okay, so I can put it into a graph. And if I'm putting it into a graph, I know I need 3 groups, but am I going to use pictures? I could use pictures, right? What else could I use to show how many things I have in each group? I could use circles, right? How about tallies? Yeah, let's use tallies. It's been a while since we've done tallies, right? So here's what I'm going to do. Remember, graphs need to have a title. So I'm going to put party supplies, because these were all things that I saw at the party. Party supplies. Ooh, party has a sneaky Y at the end. And it has a pirate R. So I'm going to label my group. So I've got my party hat. I have balloons. And I have presents. Okay, so now I'm going to make a tally chart. So I need to count how many party hats I saw. So when I'm trying to organize information, sometimes it's hard to know if I've already counted something. So if I'm taking a picture and I'm trying to organize it into a chart like this or into a picture graph or a bar graph, it's really helpful if I put a little check after I've counted a picture. That way I know not to count it twice. So we are going to count party hats first. Here we go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to put 7 tallies next to party hats. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I do for the 5th tally? I cross over. 5, 6, 7. That way I can just say 5 and I don't even have to count those. 5, 6, 7. Next I need to count balloons. Here we go. Remember, I'm going to check them off so I don't accidentally count it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to cross over. 6, 7, 8, 9. Cross over again. 10. Now I can just count by 5s. 5, 10. Okay, what is the last group? Presents. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one was hiding back there. 4 presents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I have organized my information into a tally chart. I also could have made a picture graph, or I could have done circles, or I could have made a bar graph that was nice and tall, but a tally chart works too. So I'm going to bring my chart over so that we can talk about it. What is a question? So you're going to pretend to be the teacher for just a second. What is a question that you could ask about our data, about this information? So some questions about data could start with the words how many. Can you ask a question that starts with how many? I'll ask one. How many balloons were at the party? Can you use this to help you answer that question? How many balloons were at the party? Let's count. 5, 10. 10 balloons were at the party. Now you ask another how many question. How many hats were at the party? 5, 6, 7. How many presents were at the party? 4. Okay? How many things did I see all together? Ooh, well, we would have to write an equation, wouldn't we? We would have to write 7 plus 10 plus 4 equals 5. That is 3 partners. So, how many? Well, I know that adding 10 to a number is easy. So I think that I'm going to change the order of my partners, because if I'm adding, it doesn't matter what order my partners are in, right? So I think I'm going to say 7 plus 4 plus 10. So what is 7 plus 4? 7 in my head, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11. So now I have 11 plus, don't you forget about me. 11 plus 10. What's 11 plus 10? 21. So if I wanted to answer that question, I saw 21 things at the party. Hey, can you ask another question about our data? Another question that you can ask if you were the teacher. Ooh, can you ask a more or fewer question? So if we're asking a more or fewer question, that means we are comparing groups. How many more balloons did I see than hats? How many more? Well, if I'm comparing two groups and I know how many are in each group, I could just subtract, right? So how many more balloons do I have than party hats? I could just say 10 minus 7 equals Fox. What is 10 minus 7? 3. Good job. Because I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10. So that means I saw 3 more balloons than party hats. Can you ask a fewer question? Remember, fewer means less. How many fewer presents did I see than balloons? I'm going to ask you that question in Seesaw, and I want you to use our tally chart to help you. How many fewer presents did I see than balloons? Okay? All right, friends. So this is just a reminder of how we can take information, how we can take data and organize it to help us answer questions about it. And you can ask your own questions about data and about information. So tomorrow we're going to pick back up with our comparing story problems. But since it had been a little while since we'd had a morning meeting and since we'd talked about making charts and graphs and data and asking these kinds of questions, I just wanted to take a chance to talk to you a little bit more about it and give our brains a quick refresh, okay? So check out Seesaw for your question about how many fewer presents I saw than balloons at the party. Cool beans? All right, friends, have a great day.